Hi guys, thanks for tuning in for another weekly market update. I've got Colby and Taylah here with me today. How you going, guys?
Good.
Cool. Bit of deja vu going on there. So anyway, how's the market been this week?
Yeah, I'll take off. So we've been flat stick. I think anyone that's tried to call anyone in our team is pretty aware that we've been kind of run off our feet, which has been really cool to see. Still, it's kind of more of the same. We have 20 groups through opens this week and 23 private inspections, and that's all individual people. So we don't kind of collate the numbers and double up. So that's still a lot of people. I think we're at something like 70 or 60 last week. Still really keen to buy. And still grossly understocked.
Yep.
But also some really cool properties coming on. I feel like we're always kind of slightly on the negative with the listings, but the ones that are coming on are phenomenal. And the prices are excellent. So there's a lot of people missing out, but a lot of really stoked vendors and purchases. Which is always nice.
Yep. That's good. Yes. And how about you, Taylah? What's the rental market like at the moment?
Much the same. Flat out, not enough houses for all the amazing tenants, even long-term tenants that owners are wanting to move back in, wanting to be, within Huonville walking distance.
Yep.
So just trying to put them into new houses, but there's not much around, so it's a bit tricky. But we've had a lot of appraisals coming up this year, more than we've had in the last 12 months or so. And they're consistently coming in. So a lot of people are buying houses they want to move into but can't move in for a year or two. So that's where most of our properties are coming from at the moment.
Yeah, okay.
I think we're still seeing that from a buying point of view. There's still plenty of people buying those properties, looking at a long-term project. I think probably COVID's pushed a lot of that kind of, we're not quite ready, but we will be ready. We know that's where we want to end up. Which will hopefully in the short term maybe provide a bit of rent relief. For these guys and some people that are pretty desperate for housing.
Yes, it's interesting with both. I think there's a reasonable amount of turnover, but nobody seems to realise just because there's just nothing available much at any given time, but the amount of things that are being listed and sold and listed and rented each week is actually quite normal, like transaction volumes each month going through the system. So you're sort of looking, going, hey, that's sort of about what we would normally do for that time of year and that month, and it's going quite well there. But people, and some really strong numbers in some months, but people are just sort of, it feels like there's nothing because it's all gone in a couple of days all the time.
You've got to be so onto it. You've got to be looking every day because they can be up one day and gone the next. It's pretty cool.
And it's the same from a sales point of view. We'll often get the inquiry a week later on a property that might have hit the market on Monday, and by the time that following Monday comes around, unless you've had a foot in the door prior, things are pretty tight. By that point, it might run for 2 weeks depending on the property, but getting in really fast and showing that interest so that we can help as much as we can through the process, and rather than trying to leave it to the 11th hour, which is not usually people doing it on purpose. It's just the way life happens.
Cool. All right. Yes. Well, that's a bit of a update on what's going on. So quite a few. Any particular new properties coming in the next few days that either of you want to mention as far as people out there waiting that aren't online yet that we could.
The two that we had, we got up on Friday.
Okay.
Or one was Saturday and one was Friday. So sort of as soon as they're ready to go, we're onto it because we know there's lots of people that are ready. So nothing other than the two that we've got online at the moment.
In
the short term, but that could change from these appraisals Friday. So
cool.
We've got a couple of cool ones coming on. A very interesting little shack down in Lady Bay. So there hasn't been a lot in Southport for a while, so that'll be a pretty cool one for people looking down that way. And a cool kind of house with some accommodations that will be coming on in the next week or so too. So that's a little bit of a sneak peek on that one. So if you're thinking about potentially down the track doing something from a tourism point of view, that'd be a good one to jump on board with and give you some more info.
Cool. All right. Yes, there's a few hitting the market this week, so keep an eye on the website. There'll be a constant something propping up almost every day, I reckon. So, yeah, cool. Thanks for tuning in, guys, and we'll see you on the next update.